Today, I was talking to one of my clients, and mostly people don't know the whole thing. So she was praising the finest doctors we have are from India. So then I told her why this protest and what's happening in India. And just imagine if we don't stop this now, the quality of doctors that we have and we rave about here will not happen. So it is very, very important. So it's not just about India, the whole world will get impacted by this system if it is not corrected now.
Education has been an important pillar for our society and for our country. For generations, we have been told that education is your way up. Education will provide you opportunities, open doors. And when that very pillar of education is cracked, we need to stand up and ask for accountability for those people in power. Because we must not forget that a lot of us here today are standing here for the education that we have.
Inqilab! 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 Justice for students! Justice for students!
I want to thank Australia and its democratic freedoms that allow us to gather in peaceful public assembly for a cause that is dear to many of us who hold both Australia and India dear in our hearts. We gather today in solidarity across political lines and party lines and across great geographical distances. We join hands to remember the children who took the ultimate step to end their lives, failed by a system that was meant to secure their future. We stand with students and families seeking fairness and confidence in India's examination system. Students seeking answers should be heard, not met with lathis, tear gas, or intimidation. We support peaceful assembly, reject violence by anyone, and we ask for medical support, transparent information about detentions, accountability where excessive force has been used, and direct dialogue with student representatives. Our concern, all of us gathered here, it comes from a connection to India and from a shared commitment to justice, care and humanity. Students deserve a fair examination, fair hearing and a future built on honest effort.
I would like to start off by acknowledging the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people, the traditional owners of the lands we're gathered on. We're here to show solidarity with the 20 students whose lives were taken away from us, to show solidarity with the peaceful protesters in New Delhi. Now people might think, why do we need to protest in Australia about things happening outside of here? Because peaceful protesting is our fundamental right for every citizen of the world. I did my schooling in India, and I remember in 2011 and 2012 when we had the big protest by Anna Hazare, feeling this massive sense of hope that that would be the end of corruption. Seeing this brutal crackdown is unacceptable. Now people like Pauline Hanson and Anthony Albanese are looking at India to take notes on how to crack down on peaceful protests. We stand in solidarity with these students. We stand in solidarity with Sonam Wangchuk, and we stand in solidarity with the cockroaches. Inqilab! Zindabad! Justice for
Students! The Adivasi, the Bahujan, because the struggles for justice everywhere are connected. And the struggle, their struggle for equity, their struggle for justice, their struggle for dignity continues till this day.
We are not there with them, but we all know the hardships and how difficult it is to stand for these competitive exams. My friends have sat for the NEET, my cousins have sat for the NEET, and we all can collectively acknowledge how grueling the process is. It does not take one day to prepare for these exams. It is years of hard work, years of resilience, and then to be told to write them again is not an easy task. It's mentally and physically grueling. These children have spent their entire lives sometimes preparing for these exams and having to reappear for these exams when they were so hopeful that the future that they were hoping for is finally here, is about putting their entire life back on the table. The future that they hope for back on the table. And that is something that we all need to talk about and care for and ask for accountability.
इसीलिए तुम्हें एक काम करना है, दुनिया से कलाम करना है, चारों तरफ पैगाम करना है, मोहब्बत को आम करना है, नफरतों को तमाम करना है। पर सुनो, तुम अपने दानों को सही जगह ही बोना है। पर सुनो, तुमने अपने दानों को सही जगह ही बोना है। कहाँ नफरत की आग के डर से कहीं नफरत की आग से डर से तुम्हारे दाने बारिश में बह न जाएं। ये मत भूलो कि तुम मुट्ठी भर हो। हाँ, तुम मुट्ठी भर हो, पर ये न समझो कि तुम मुट्ठी में हो।
I do not hesitate in calling them very, very dictatorial and giving the trouble to the students who are peacefully protesting on the streets at Jantar Mantar. We have lost 21 brilliant lives in this particular, and we think it's very, very shameful. Government should be answerable. Instead of providing answers, they are running away from their responsibilities.
सवाल तो अब उठ चुका है, सवाल तो अब उठ चुका है, अब जवाब का इंतजार है। सवाल तो अब उठ चुका है, अब जवाब का इंतजार है। सच की राह लंबी सही, पर हौसला हमारा जिंदा है। सवाल पूछना अगर गुनाह है, सवाल पूछना अगर गुनाह है, तो इतिहास गवाह रहेगा। दबाई हुई हर आवाज को एक दिन जवाब मिलेगा।
समर शेष है, नहीं पाप का भागी केवल वाघ। समर शेष है, नहीं पाप का भागी केवल वाघ। जो तटस्थ हैं, समय लिखेगा उनका भी अपराध।
के बारी बरसी खटन के आसी, ओ बारी बारी बरसी खटन के आसी, खट के ले आंदा मोरा। ओ प्रोटेस्ट दा सजदा जदों रिजाइन दे पेपर चोर, प्रोटेस्ट दा सजदा जदों रिजाइन दे पेपर चोर। ओ भले
The students are facing off the corruption of the government. They're facing off the police baton and saying, Delhi police, hi, hi. Shame on you, Delhi police. But only a few hundred meters away from them, behind the police line, are the ABVP, the BJP student wing, and they're also chanting. They're saying, Delhi police, Lati bajao, hum tumhare saath hain. They're saying, Delhi police, use your batons, beat these students, we're with you. Shame! Shame! There's a left and right everywhere in society, not just in India but in Melbourne. The Indian diaspora here is split. There is a left and a right. A few weeks ago, Modi toured India to buy a bunch of weapons. Albanese feted him as the popular leader of the world's biggest democracy. Shame on him. Shame! Socialist Student Club at the RMIT University said that's disgusting. They moved a motion just this week in their student council saying we condemn the Modi government's anti-democratic regime. We condemn their anti-Muslim hate mongering. And guess what? Guess what? The student council run by the Labour Party club, they decided to oppose it. The Labour Party club, very friendly with a bunch of pro-BJP Indian students, they passed a counter motion. They took out any mention of Muslims. They took out any mention of Modi and the BJP. They just wanted a blanket condemnation of violence on all sides by any party in India. Thankfully, the socialist students had a spine and they said, no, we don't want just a blanket condemnation of violence. We want to condemn the right-wingers who run India and who are trying to crush the left. Any popular left-wing activist and leader in the last few years, Modi has done his best to send them to jail. That's what's happening in India now. The third thing I've learned from the student movement, I was reminded of this reading an Arundhati Roy article in the Wire this week. She pointed out spontaneous rage will dissipate unless it finds a political platform. We have had movement after impressive movement in India in the past few years. The Bhima Koregaon protests against Dalit oppression, the protests against the anti-Muslim CAA and NRC laws, the farmers' protests, just this year spontaneous strikes by industrial workers. All that energy, but it dissipated each time. We need a political platform that brings together all this rage, all the movements in the country, channels them and directs them and finds the common thread at the center of it all. The enemy, the ruling class. The solution, ordinary people, working class people on the streets. That's my view. I'm a socialist. That's why I'm active with the Socialist Party. If you're a socialist, come find us.
आमिर खान अबे यार ये नीट होता क्या है I don't know I think यार चतुर is wrong चतुर मैं तो वांगचुक सबको जानता ही नहीं हूँ क्या कमाल है and चतुर मुश्किलों से भागना कोई इनसे सीखे हमारे सर सिर्फ एक ही बंदे की बात सुनते हैं डोनाल्ड ट्रंप Hey folks, I've seen a lot of protests happening in the world, but nobody does a protest like the Indian Gen Z. They do a tremendous job.
30 years ago when I sat my pre-medical test, I got into dentistry and then I did my surgery all on basis of national entrance test. I would not have made it and I probably would have been one of those who would have committed a suicide because I invested 3 years of my youth studying for those exams. But the system worked then. It supported me, it had faith in me and I had faith in the system. And that's why I could become a surgeon. And that's why I'm here. So this is for the youth of India who has initiated this movement. तू जिंदा है तू जिंदगी की जीत में यकीन कर अगर कहीं है स्वर्ग तो उतार ला जमीन पर तू जिंदा है तू जिंदगी की जीत में यकीन कर
Most thing we have observed in the Jantar Mantar was you all ladies, salute you to all. They were the soul of the nation. Like they brought everything together like that and showed a movement there. It was a great moment for the nation. You all ladies, you were thinking they were just for Instagram, just for social media, or just for all this stuff, or for just politicians. But you all ladies showed at the nation that no, we are the freedom fighters too, and they stood up for the nation. And one more, Jai Hind!
My name's Gagan and someone asked me when I was walking here, why are you doing this in Melbourne when the problem is in India? What do you think, guys?
We still have family and friends out there.
No, I'll tell you what my personal reason is. I'll tell you why this is different. Because this is not just a protest. This is revolution. This is the collective angst, political rage of millions of young people being wronged every day, at every turn.
These suicides that have happened because of NEET, the hunger strike that happened because of NEET, they weren't the first, they're not going to be the last. Dalit students have been killing themselves over NEET for years. Rohit Vemula died, Payal Tadvi died, she was a doctor that did pass all of these exams. Anita S., a name that you don't hear the government say, died, took the fight to the Supreme Court in 2017. This fight has existed long before. It will exist long after. The demand does not end with Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation. It ends with accountability across, including Narendra Modi's resignation. Let's not forget Omar Khalid. Free Omar, free Sharjeel.
They started the fire.
Absolutely.
And let's do remember Manipur.
Yeah. Vote Chori. We showed the government we don't trust them anymore, and they disrespected that mandate as well. It is embarrassing what the BJP has put India through. The propaganda, Ram Mandir also has, yeah, of course. The propaganda Ram Mandir also has a corruption thing going on within it, if you read about it. ये धर्म बचाएंगे
कि अगर खिलाफ है होने दो, कि अगर खिलाफ है होने दो, जान थोड़ी है, क्या बात है, ये सब दुआ है, आसमान थोड़ी है, जो आज साहिबे मसनद है, जो आज साहिबे मसनद है, कल नहीं होंगे.
This is the first time that the protest has no religion involved at all. At all. Nobody is talking about the parties. No, I mean, I am loving the memes. I am loving the memes. The memes are great. But that is because there's a party sitting on that chair. It could have been Congress as well.
Humanity has no religion.
Humanity has no religion. They are calling out the government. And this is a huge thing. Let us not tarnish that by making it about a party, by making it about a religion when it is not. It is just not about it. This is about people getting tired of taking the government's shit. Because look at all of us here. We didn't fight the fight. We chose to spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees to settle in a different country because that country wouldn't take care of us. Tomorrow India cannot blame us for brain drain. When they are treating their youth like this, how can you expect them to stay? Why would Indian blood serve the country that makes it spill it?
Drain the pain.
Exactly.
Drain the pain.
Australia is a country that is healing its youth. That is why all of us are here. We would rather spend all our savings and come here. And that says enough. There are so many people who cannot do that, who do not have the privilege, who love their land too much, who cannot leave for millions of reasons. They may have sick families at home. They may have so many reasons to stay back. Don't let this fight die. He said something today. He started with friends. After beating children up, he's coming on social media and he's starting the video saying friends. That does not change anything.
It's a crocodile tears.
Exactly. Fast track courts, nothing. It's not going to change what has happened. Do not stop until we all get what we deserve, what we are entitled to.
Of course, the brutal beating of the students, not acceptable. Dividing people on the name of religion, not acceptable. No matter whatever progress happens, not acceptable.
And I also want to draw your attention to how peaceful these students have been back home. Amongst atrocity, amongst brute force, they have stood up peacefully. They have found courage, they have found resilience, they have been unfazed. They have kept the streets clean after protests. They have protected the women among them. And they have also offered food and water to the same police that has been sent against them. That shows us the character of these students. They're not asking for chaos. They're not asking for unrest. They're asking for accountability for those very people put in power. Because we must not forget, a democracy is for the people, of the people, and by the people.
लाज़िम है कि हम भी